When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Now improvising. Makes his man miss. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Oregon's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. On the shovel. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Newberry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with this guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Still looking on the move. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big...
Trying to get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's last call as we've got a final between Florida and Georgia. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week, it was a bad performance. And this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive from the 42. Moore to the air. Dances away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Stowers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Pocket breaking down. Lost, the defense is wide open. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Doors. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And Daboll, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires it down the seam. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Whittington. Snowed under by the defense.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hacks to the football. They've got their hands full.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gainer.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And the Commodores buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hudson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Just ran over it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Newberry. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Going over the top. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He rifles one deep to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Moore will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do...
Wide open spaces. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Got it in the middle of Sherrill. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Here's the pressure. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7th. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Quarterback making checks. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Turning on the Jets. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Rushes on him. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run, it's Young. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Commodores send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the returner will be brought down. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Moore will throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. So the final period starts with a second down play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Fires to the big fella.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Runs through the tackle. All out of space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Young. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another...
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sherrill. Touchdown, Vandy. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air.
And for DBs out there trying to stop. Slant routes against man coverage. Being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Benson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Got a man. It's Benson. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they makes the grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Pavia. Finds his tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stowers. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They boot it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Gonna take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. With the catch, it's Whittington. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up, man.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They strike first in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Got it in the middle, it's Hoskins. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Gillespie. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown Doors! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires on the move. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Right on the money. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Just drives it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game.
A game winner! What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Rece Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
Thanks so much.